yesterday, I know it's been a really long time since I made a video, you guys. Well, not a really long time, it's been like 5 days. I've been going through some stuff. Yesterday, I found out that for sure the words in the Bible have changed. Okay, Matthew 9:14 through 17. He used to say, they're not going to mourn when the bridegroom is present. They mourn after he's gone. You wouldn't take a piece of unshrunken cloth and put it on an old garment, or you make the tear worse. And it says, nor would a man put new wine into old wineskins, right? It's always been wineskins, and it just is wineskins, right? Well, it's bottles now. The words in the Bible literally changed. It doesn't say wineskins anymore, it says bottles. But this is only in the King James Version, you guys. It's not in any of the other Bibles. I have my mother's Bible with me right now. It says mine mysteriously disappeared. My pastor's number was removed from my phone somehow, so I didn't have his number. It's just been the craziest past 2 days. I actually found out the night before, but I didn't have a Bible to confirm it, so I didn't want to give too much into it. And I looked it up on my phone, and it wasn't changed, but I forgot that I had the ESV on my phone. The King James Version on my phone has changed also. And while I was telling a friend, we were joking about how, it was going to be changed, and like, they're really good, they'd be on it. So if they change the one in the phone, then people can be like, oh, well, it's just always been that, and you've just thought that it was something else. There are people who have never read the new Bibles. Old school people, all they do is read the King James Version. People know, my grandmother knows. That's why I called my grandmother. She pulled out her Bible, read it, and stopped just before bottles and was like, Orlando, it says bottles. And I just freaked out. And she told me, she reminded me, she was like, don't get excited. She's like, yeah, I can't be anxious. I have to remember not to be anxious. And so yesterday was a really crazy day for me. And I explained it to a couple of my friends and even my gay roommate. And he was like, it has me feeling kind of like what I'm doing is bad. And what we all have to realize is that what we're all doing is bad. It's not, him being gay doesn't mean anything. I mean, I'm not going to say it doesn't mean anything, right? In the Bible, I've heard that it doesn't even say it's a sin. I actually have to read up on it myself and see if there's anything as such. But all sin is equal regardless. Regardless. Him being gay, he sees a lot less guys he's attracted to than I do girls, and to look upon and lust is to have already committed the act. I sin far more on a daily basis because I am straight. But anyway, the literal words in the Bible have changed. Things have changed. The Bernstein Bears, I don't know exactly how to say it right. It was Bernstein, Bernstein Bears. Every copy of the book, every copy, if you own copies, go look at them right now. They are Bernstein, Bernstein Bears. The one that got me was Forrest Gump. Alright, I think the Mandela effect is complete BS. So the one that got me was Forrest Gump. I was watching it, and life is like a box of chocolates is now life was like a box of chocolates. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense, right? Life was like, how was it like a box of chocolates? And you never knew what you were going to get, but now you do know what you're going to get, I guess? I don't know. So, it's been a crazy past couple days. The crazy part is the Mandela effect illusion. I have a feeling that they're going to try to use this as a way for people not to believe in the Lord. Look, I'm smoking. That's a sin, right? All sin is equal. I have to quit. There's actually I'll explain that later, I guess. I'm on my way to church. I was actually supposed to be at work today, right? Last night, I started praying around 6 o'clock in the afternoon. stuff was really deep. I really needed prayer. So I started praying earnestly. And the next thing I knew, I was waking up, so I had fallen asleep. The next thing I knew, it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I had to work this morning. My roommate calls me into his room. He wants to talk more about what we talked about earlier, I guess, and so that's what had happened. I ended up staying up kind of late, and of course I started praying earnestly as soon as I got some free time. And I asked the Lord, I said, if you want me to keep working at this place, it's been very bad for my spirit. If you watch my channel, just in the few videos I've made, you know that already. And I just prayed. You know, if you want me there, let me get up on time and everything will be okay. I'll go to work and everything. If not, let me wake up late. And I woke up late. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you just gave your job up for whatever. You'll see. I'll make sure I document all of it. I'm on my way to church right now. Come to find out, it's Sunday. I never even think about it anymore just because I always work on Sundays. I don't get to go to church. Church isn't something that I process often. So I wake up and then something just tells me, it's like, you can go to church today. So I'm headed to church. I'm going to get my pastor's number. And I'm really hoping he's got a King James Bible. If not, I am going to go buy one on Tuesday. Even if he does have one to give me, I will still probably, maybe, because now I have to save up all of my money. Every penny counts. My next 2 paychecks are fat. That's one of the big reasons that my bills are not that fat. And I was trying to think of what I was going to do with all that extra money. Like, you know what makes me happiest with that extra money? Saving it, paying the things I have to pay that are necessities, and finding something that truly makes me happy as a job. Right? I heard someone once say, you know, people often want to complain about they don't have what they need, but the Lord gives us what we need, and often we'll use it on things that we don't need and then try to complain about it. And he's like, you know, I gave you what you needed. You did else, you know, you did other stuff with it. My gas light just came on. Alright, so the devil is going to try hard today and from now on, and I understand that, and it's just not going to work. My faith was strong. It's always been strong, but when I came to the Lord, when I was with my ex, like, it was unbreakable. Lisa Lynn, there's this, or Lynn Hayes, or one of them, when I fell asleep last night, or yesterday, when I was sitting there praying, I had her on, I was listening to her for a little bit, and I laid down, and she was just talking like she was talking to the Lord, and he was talking back to her, and it was like, about being in love with him, about how we love, like when you first fall in love, you get that feeling, all you can think about is that person, you go drive miles just to spend a couple of seconds with them, just a few moments, and you know, it could be really strong for a couple of months, and then all of a sudden that person doesn't love you anymore or care for you, but you still have all this love to give. And a lot of it's about I can't explain it anywhere near the way she did. It was just perfect. It was exactly like how when I came to the Lord. I mean, it was, she explained it perfect, so I know it's not BS. I just can't explain it, and if you've been there, you'll know what I'm saying, and I will put a link to that video in the description of this video. Okay, there's a lot happening in a little bit of time, and I mean, it's happening fast, you guys. I was going to buy a camera this week for my videos, like a little digital camera, a little $20 camera or something. I was going to buy an external hard drive, a terabyte external hard drive. I'm not getting either of those things anymore. Not right now anyway. Like I said, I got to save all of my money just so I can pay my bills and stuff, make sure everything's okay. This is probably just the beginning. I've been watching it for a while, thought that probably wasn't the beginning either, so I have no idea where we are on the timeline, how anything's working, but I need to talk to my pastor. I need to. And the devil thought he had me down, thought he had, like, I was going to work, there was no way it was going to happen. I lost his number. Screw that job, I'm going to talk to him. If the job's meant to be, he'll still let me keep it. My hand is messed up, I still get to go to a specialist, I can get doctor's notes. But as far as I'm concerned, it's just not a place I need to be, really. It's bad for my spirit. Okay? If you're at a place right now that's bad for your spirit, it's probably need to work on it. A relationship is so freeing when all you do is argue and you just get out of it. I know it's hard, trust me, I went through it. I needed someone more than anything when my mom killed herself. So I tried to hang on to the only person I had, even though they were cheating on me and being what they were being. So I understand that it's hard to let somebody go. I also had lost my job. I was down on everything, so it wasn't easy just to leave. I went and stayed with my cousin. My cousin gave me a place to stay out of state, so I went and stayed with him for a while in the hood of Virginia, Portsmouth, Virginia. Ended up getting kicked out. You know, I never hold it against him. We still hang out. I forgive everybody for almost everything. I do forgive everybody for everything. Sometimes 2 times now, only 2 people I don't mess with at all. They're bad for my spirit. Bad for my spirit. Okay, so on my way to church, been a last crazy night, you guys. I'm gonna keep you posted on my job situation, and I probably still will do my freestyles because that is what I love to do. Okay, I'm not a perfect person by any chance, and I really hope, I want everybody to be able to see that God works in my life all the time, and I know I'm not a perfect person. I'm just a very non-judgmental person. I don't judge anybody for anything. Okay, anybody for anything. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I realize my own sin. That's what I concentrate on, okay? And God really works in my life. And I really want to bring that to fruition. I want everybody to see that, be able to see it. Wish I had been doing this for like the past 3 years. Even though I'm not in a great situation, the Lord has been there the entire time. I'm learning all the time, constantly, in ways that I never would have learned if I had been better up on my luck. Being down on my luck has really brought a lot of things to fruition for me. That's probably the proper way to use that word. Okay. Love yourself. Love God. Love God. And see, I have to even say that, you know, I'm at a point in my life right now where I don't love God anymore. I care about God, but I don't love Him like I used to, right? Whenever I don't watch porn for weeks at a time, it's not because I love God and I feel bad when I'm doing it like I used to. I just completely stopped watching. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for sex, nothing. It all just fell away because I loved God. That's who I wanted to be intimate with. And so I'm trying to get back there. Like, me not watching it now it's more by obligation rather than love. And that is one of the things that Lisa was talking about when she was having her conversation with the Lord. And it was deep, man. It really did. These last couple days, when you stay on the Lord, when you try to stay with Him, when you know that you aren't perfect, you aren't doing how you're supposed to be doing, but you still you don't lose faith. I mean, you continue to do those things, yes, because we're not perfect, but you know in your mind you're not using it as an excuse. The Lord will forgive me, so it's okay. You're looking for ways out. He understands that it's hard, right? But always look for a way out, and He will provide you one. I promise you that, you guys. I promise you that. I need to take my own advice. These videos are good for me to go back and listen to these. I need to find my way out of. But I'm really late to church, but really my thing is talking with my pastor today. Okay? And that's just what that is. And usually he goes way over. I'm going to be like, I realize I'm late, but I am here to talk to you. I don't know, it's crazy. I'm really late. Like, church starts at 10:30, and right now it's 11:10. I'm not sure if you got that at all. But eyes on the road is always good. Right? So I love you guys. And things just got intense on this channel. I'm going to document everything. Let you guys know everything. My life is for you to see, because I want people to see how the Lord works in my life. How He'll work in your life if you just have faith. give up wanting the things of this world. That's a big part of it. When you want the things of this world and you're looking to God and trying to have Him supply them, you're going to feel like you're not getting the things like you're not getting what you pray for, but you aren't. I don't know, you're not praying for the right stuff. I don't know how to explain it. You know, the Lord will give you all of I've been gone for too long, you guys. He'll give you all the desires of your heart. But you can't think that, you know, someone's going to give you all the desires of your heart if you're out acting up. If you're doing wrong, your Father punishes you. He doesn't take you out and buy you things, okay? He teaches you a lesson. It's up to us to find that lesson, to see that lesson, to want to see it. We got to be open to the Lord. We got to be open to the Spirit. All right? And again, I'm not perfect. I'm not preaching. If anything, this video will do more for me when I go back and watch it than it will for a lot of you. So, I love all of you guys, and I will talk to you guys here in a little bit.